If we need to plot a line on the Cartesian plane or coordinate diagram, and we are given the line equation in the general format, we must first convert the general form to function format, which is y equals mx plus c. Using the example equation of 4x minus 2y plus 6 equals 0, to plot this equation, we will rearrange it to 2y is equal to 4x plus 6. The coefficient of the y term must be 1, so we must divide each term by 2, which gives us y equals 2x plus 3. This linear function can now be plotted on a graph. There are 4 methods available to us to plot a linear function. We will go through all methods using this linear function, and we will plot the graph over the domain of x is greater than and equal to minus 3 and less than and equal to 3. The domain is the input values and are the values along the x-axis. Method A uses an input-output table. The first column contains the domain or x values. The second column contains the rule or the linear function. The third column contains the range or the output y values. And a fourth column is the coordinates xy, which will be plotted. We can start by placing the domain in the first column, but as we are plotting a linear function, we only need 2 points in order to draw the line. Therefore, we will use the endpoints of the domain. We will now substitute these input values into the rule. Simplifying gives us the range or y values. We will now write the x and y values as coordinates to make it easier to read when we are plotting them. On the coordinate diagram, we will plot the first point, minus 3, minus 3, and then the second point, 3, 9. We will place a ruler alongside the 2 points and draw a line joining the points. As the points are at each end of the required domain, we will not extend the line past the points. Method B uses the slope and the y-intercept of the line. From the equation, we can see that the m value, the slope, is 2, and that the c value, the y-intercept, is 3. We start by using the y-intercept and plot this point 0, 3. The slope of the line is 2. In rational form, it is 2 over 1, which means there is a rise of 2 and a run of 1. From our point 0, 3, we rise 2 on the y-axis and run 1 along the x-axis. This brings us to the point 1, 5. We will place a ruler alongside the 2 points and draw a line joining the points. As the required domain is minus 3 to 3, we will extend the line past the points. Method C uses 2 points on the line. From the equation, we will find the x and y-axis intercepts and use these 2 points to plot the line. The x-axis intercept is the point where the y-coordinate is 0. So substituting 0 for y into the equation and solving for x gives us an x value of minus 3 over 2. Therefore, the x-axis intercept is the point minus 3 over 2, 0. The y-axis intercept is the point where the coordinate of x is 0. So substituting 0 for x into the equation and solving for y gives us a y value of 3. Therefore, the y-axis intercept is the point 0, 3. Plotting these 2 points on the coordinate diagram, we will place a ruler alongside the points and draw a line connecting the points. As the required domain is -3 to 3, we will extend the line over this domain. Method D uses a calculator. The following instructions are for the Casio FX85GT version. The majority of calculators will have similar buttons and options. We start by pressing the Home button, and from the screen choose Table. Once chosen, press the OK button. Next, press the FX button. From the screen, choose Define FX. Once chosen, press the OK button. Enter the linear function, which is everything on the right-hand side of the equation. Once entered, press the Execute button. Next, enter the domain values in the X column. As this is a linear function, we only need to enter the value of X at the start and end of the domain. In this case, that would be -3 and 3. Once entered, press the Execute button. The calculator will generate the corresponding Y values in the FX column. We will plot these coordinates on the graph and draw a line joining these endpoints. We are now ready to practice on some past exam questions. When a question appears, please do pause the video and attempt the question. On resuming the video, you will see the answer fully worked and explained. In this question, we need to draw the line K on a Cartesian plane. We will start by rearranging the equation into function form. The coefficient of the y term must be 1, so we will divide each term by 2. From this format, we know that the slope is -1/2 and that the y-intercept is 4. We start by plotting the y-intercept point 0, 4. With a slope of -1/2, this means we go down 1 on the y-axis and out 2 along the x-axis. This brings us to the point 2, 3. We will place a ruler alongside the 2 points and draw a line joining the points and extending the line as appropriate for the graph. In this question, we must draw the line segment that passes through the point 4, 2 and has a slope of 2. But here we are not given the domain. Instead, we are given the range, where y is greater than and equal to -2 and less than and equal to 6. The range is the set of output values of a function, and so they are the values along the y-axis. We are given the slope of 2, which we will change to rational form 2/1. We start by plotting the point 4, 2, and using the slope, we rise 2 along the y-axis and run 1 along the x-axis. This brings us to the point 5, 4. We will place a ruler alongside the 2 points and draw a line joining the points. And we will extend the line to keep within the range of y values -2 to 6. In this question, we must draw the line segment that passes through the point 4, 2 and has a slope of -2/3. We are given the domain of the graph as x is greater than and equal to -1 and x is less than and equal to 7. We are given the slope in rational form of -2/3. So we start by plotting the point 4, 2, and using the slope, we go down 2 along the y-axis and out 3 along the x-axis. This brings us to the point 0, 7. We will place a ruler alongside the 2 points and draw a line joining the points and extend the line to keep within the domain of x values -1 to 7. Here we must draw the line of the given line equation over the domain where x is greater than and equal to -4 and x is less than and equal to 5. From the linear function form equation, we can see that the slope is 1 over 2 and that the y-intercept is -1. We start by plotting the y-intercept point 0, -1, and from the slope we go up 1 along the y-axis and out 2 along the x-axis. This brings us to the point 0, 2. We will place a ruler alongside the 2 points and draw a line joining the points and extend the line to keep within the domain of x values -4 to 5.